Let's go back.
I like Philip's place as much as the next guy, but we barely got out of there alive.
What about Gamora?
She made a choice.
So you're just gonna abandon her? And Nikki? What if it was Groot? You'd leave him behind too?
Don't talk about that. That's not what this is about.
Isn't it though? It's supposed to be a team. Teams don't leave people behind.
Back to the giant Kraken army of robots and brainwashed believers we barely got away from. Is that?
Yes.
How'd you get back?
It doesn't matter. I failed. Raker lives.
For now.
We have to get back. We can't leave Nikki there. What he'll turn her into.
Blah, blah, Flarkin. So you got stepdad issues and a horrible job. Ooh, Rocket! What? It's true. Guess what? You ain't the only one here, man. Don't mean we're angling to commit suicide.
Wait, empty na?
Some pseudo-priest nutjob is doing surprise.
You get mama's charger downstairs, it's a fast charger.
We're dead. D-E-D! Dead.
I'd rather die with honor than without.
Crawled up her butt. So, get the Flark out of Dodge?
Not yet. We should try to get a hold of Cosmo instead.
Great plan, only he ain't answering the passport.
Okay, but what choice do we have? We don't have comms.
Well, actually, we might have comms. Turns out they weren't as Flarked as I originally thought.
Really?
Groot should be able to raise it.
Sounds like Murder Mom's feeling more scabby than usual.
You alright there, Drax?
I am pondering that question.
And that makes total sense. After what happened with Nikki and that twisted promise, having to watch the people we love die all over again.
My family did not simply die. They were murdered by Thanos. I think I do not wish to discuss it.
What happened? It doesn't like this.
You got a minute?
Let's see what we can make with the parts you've got. You don't pay me enough, Quill.
You can do that. Are you sure?
Well, don't use it. You said you don't. You're asking me. I said you use it.
Oh, why yes. I am the handsome leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Gamora, I was only looking.
Relax. I'm not gonna kill you. This time.
Okay, good.
I actually never got a chance to say thank you for the dog.
Oh. No problem. I know how you like this kind of stuff.
It was very thoughtful. I can count on one hand the number of times someone has given me a present without expecting something in return.
Wow. Christmas gifts from Thanos must have really sucked.
That's putting it lightly. Thanos wasn't the giving type. Everything was a mind game designed to control us, gifts included. So thank yous aren't exactly my strong suit. Something Mantis says I need to work on.
What kind of gifts did Thanos give you? Weapons, poison, the metal wire thing you used to strangle people with?
He gave us dolls. Once. Stupid, ugly things from Xandar.
Wow, okay. That's surprisingly girly.
What? I can't be feminine?
No, just... I was really sure it was going to be a knife or something.
Like I said, Thanos liked mind games. It was unusual for him to be kind. We didn't even have a bedroom, yet here were these dolls. Purposeless. And they were ours.
You still have it? Like, is it in your collection?
No.
Can it be small?
I lost the one Thanos gave me when I was 6. She was the ugliest doll I'd ever seen. I cried so hard when I lost her. Nebula hurt me. She loved her doll, and I knew she wanted another one. So when she came in to check, we started to fight.
That Thanos loved that.
He found us fighting, saw my tears, and laughed. Turns out, the dolls were a lesson on the importance of not getting attached. To help us understand that, he took Nebula's doll and threw it into the incinerator.
That's...
I'm gonna carry you out.
Nebula didn't understand why he did it, only that I was somehow responsible. I started collecting these a few years ago.
Okay, I'll fry me up.
After Nebula.
Fry me up.
After I knew I'd never see her again. But still, I guess I'd do it for her.
Go to my hand? No. Okay.
How do you know Mantis? Did she give you one of her weirdo fortunes or something?
Not exactly.
Mom.
How do you know her?
I maybe tried to pick her up in a bar once.
And how'd that work out?
Good. Until she did the creepy antenna thing. I was half expecting her to start chanting, "Red round, red round."
Red what?
Doesn't matter. Point is, she's a wacko for sure. A really hot wacko. Who happens to be your friend?
Yeah, well, that wacko saved my life. A few years ago. Someone got the jump on me. An assassin. Nearly killed me. Mantis happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Seems to have a knack for that.
Yeah. Turns out I had no idea how badly I needed someone like her in my life. Up until then, I had been so lonely. After the war, the resistance disbanded. Richard Ryder got busy with politics, and the world might have no use for someone like me.
An assassin?
Something like that. Thanos trained me to be a weapon. Once a weapon, always a weapon, you know?
Is that why Mantis mentioned suicidal urges? Because I get it. I've been there. I'm pretty sure we've all been there at some point.
Let's just say I'm not in the right place anymore. Because of Mantis. She showed me another way. A place where maybe I can be needed.
Wow. I'm glad I bought this for you. And I can promise that there are zero strings attached to anything I give you. You're an important part of this team, Gamora.
Thanks, Peter. Truly.
Yes, little one.
You talking to me or the llama?
I was addressing the creature. She somewhat reminds me of my daughter.
Are Cadathian girls covered in fur?
No, but they are resilient and stubborn, like the creature.
What do you think, bud?
Shoo. Move over. What are you looking at?
Oh no, you ain't chewing through any more of my shit.
My shit.
Shoot, Flarkov!
Wow, that panel must have looked really tasty. What's it for, anyways?
Emergency door controls for the ship. Something a ship owner should know.
Hey, do I look like an engineer?
You don't.
What is wrong with you? We have to go back. Sure, we're heroes, but there's a limit.
Going big. I want to go. You want to go to the small.
Somebody makes
There.
the right call and gets us out of the way of
Up
these
there.
pork idiots.
Up there. Up there. Up there.
It
Up
ain't
there.
cowardice, it's common sense.
Go down.
Are you signing the
Look
penalty
back.
on this?
Look at my hand. I said.
A little bit is all we need before getting brainstormed and tied up to faith reactors.
I'm gonna gotta carry you. Come on, go. You like to get small cake.
Anybody in there?
Come on, I'll carry you.
Peter Quill,
Look at my head.
are you gonna join us in the cockpit? We got a lot of dog report items for Cosmo.
Ooh, you can
Write them down. Apologies. I will surrender the laboratory. A few ticks.
Wait, was that my toothbrush?
I see you have discovered my criminal record.
Yeah. I guess I couldn't help myself. I mean, it's your rap sheet.
I suppose that it is impressive to criminals.
Reformed criminals, as in past tense. We're legit now, remember?
I do not think we share the same definition of legitimate.
Okay, fair, maybe not, but still. Guy who kills Thanos ends up in the most infamous prison in the galaxy? It's gotta be one hell of a story.
Which part would you like to hear, Peter Quill? How I allegedly killed the Mad Titan, or are you enamored by my stay in the kiln?
What was it like in the kiln?
You would not have survived the cycle. Why?
I maybe know someone there.
Then pray they died quickly.
Yikes. It's really that bad?
Worse. However, after the chaos I wrought in my misguided quest for revenge, it was a well-deserved punishment.
Right. The rampage.
That is one way to describe it. After my battle with Thanos, I became convinced that he still drew breath. I demanded proof, but when none was provided, I convinced myself that others were concealing his location. I saw his hideous visage in every shadow, and murdered anyone I thought was hiding him.
Some of which were very bad dudes.
Perhaps. It is not my place to judge.
So, how'd they stop you? Nova Corps, I mean. You're Drax, the Destroyer. There's not a bounty hunter alive who could have taken you down.
I surrendered.
What? Why?
I had succumbed to madness, and become the very thing that I hoped to vanquish. Once I realized that, I could not live with the monster that I had become.
Thanos, obviously. I mean, it's the Mad Titan. He was supposed to be untouchable, and then BAM! Player 2 is joined. Just, how'd you do it? How'd you take Thanos down?
With sorcery.
Come on, really?
Really. After Thanos murdered my family, rage filled my heart. In my search for revenge, I found Mentor.
You mean a mentor, right?
No. Mentor is his name. And his brother Cronus. Sorcerers. They gave me a sleeping potion that would grant my greatest desire. Finding and killing Thanos.
You're messing with me.
I am not. When I awoke, I was changed. I could sense the Mad Titan's vile life force, feel it pulsating from across the galaxy.
Wow, that's
I know how it sounds, Peter Quill.
And I believe that you believe this happened. It's just... it's pretty out there. Even for space stuff.
Regardless, I followed the pulse in my mind until it led me to a moon in the Black Quadrant. And there, I found Thanos, hiding like a coward. Our battle waged for days. Each of us trading blows across the moon's inhospitable surface, equal in strength, equal in our resolve to see the other dead once and for all.
And then you... delivered the final blow.
I recall throwing a final swing before I collapsed from exhaustion. When I awoke, I was in a hospital on Elanis. Many rotations had passed, and I was being hailed as a hero.
For killing Thanos.
Allegedly. The very fibers of my being say otherwise. I can still feel him out there. I have no doubt in my heart that he survived, just as I did.
Well, the important thing is that you're here now. With us. Man, we're not going back to prison anytime soon.
That remains to be seen.
Ooh, so swirly. Is that even a plant? Wonder where Groot picked up that one. I feel like I've seen this before. Did Groot pick it up in nowhere? Hey, Gamora.
Go away, Peter.
Come on. Just thought I'd check in. That was some pretty heavy stuff you said earlier. Wanna talk about it?
I don't need a pep talk.
Okay. All right. No talking. Let's sing it out.
What?
Oh, oh, who's the hunter? Who's the game? You feel the beat, call your name. Come on, I know you know this one. I hold you close in victory. I don't wanna tame your animal style. You won't be caged in the call of the wild. Come on, sing it!
Shooting at the walls of...
Shooting at the walls of heartache.
Bang, bang!
I am the warrior. Well,
I am the warrior.
And heart to heart, you win. See? Just singing.
All right, I like that one. Gets me every time. What did you want to talk about?
Want to talk about the guy whose arm you just ripped off?
There's nothing to talk about.
You chopped his arm off.
And that's all I did. He's still out there, with Nikki manipulating her with his slick lies and flarked up promises. Making everybody think... we can't bring them back.
Who did you see? In your promise? Got a feeling it wasn't Thanos.
No one. Nothing. It was just a lie. Which is why we need to stop it.
Right. I'm working on that. Just... try not to slash the cargo bay in half.
Could you move?
One whole arm. That's what? 10% of Raker down?
And I say we leave the other 90% alone. Can't say I ain't glad I get to dissect this little marvel. But that's as close as I'm getting to this flarking cult ever again.
How about you, bud? You doing okay? Are you sure? We saw some pretty messed up stuff in there.
I am Groot.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not the best person to discuss it with you. You and Rocket should definitely talk about it, though. I'm glad you guys are there for each other. Take care, buddy.
I am Groot.
Anything yet?
I am Groot.
Guardian of Galaxies.
Cosmo, buddy. Where have you been? We've been calling you.
Sorry, Piotr Quill. Cosmos ball's been tied. Universal Church of Truth arrive at nowhere.
Are you okay?
Is fine for moment. Cosmo receive warning in time. But Continuum Cortex is of shutdown for safety. It's been dead, huh?
Your little detective trip almost got us killed. We'll fill you in when we get there.
Yet, this problem is bigger than Cosmo. Guardian of Galaxies must go to Xandar and ask Worldmind for help instead. Cosmo unable to get through. Guardian of Galaxies must actually...
Cosmo, are you there? What happened?
I am Groot.
Are we under attack?
So these are the cowards who defiled Lady Hellbender's honor.
Oh, good.
And who the flark are you?
Normally, I would not engage in conversation with inferior life forms. But my contract with Lady Hellbender stipulates otherwise. Therefore, Abomination. You may refer to me by my title. I am Captain Glory, leader of the Lethal Legion.
Lethal Legion? More like Loser Legion.
He surrounded us.
Listen, I get that Lady Hellbender's super pissed, but now's really not the best time.
Did you think that she would ease her bounty simply because you somehow managed to elude the Blood Brothers in nowhere?
Yes?
Then you are as imbecilic as they are. Lady Hellbender sends her regards, so-called Guardians of the Galaxy. Prepare to be eliminated.
No, you prepare to be eliminated.
Smooth.
We got this. Probably.
Hit them hard and give no quarter. There's nothing on that garbage scout worth salvaging. Bah!
Taking fire!
Guys, I think they sent the non-lethal legion.
Where's Drax and the square? My bounties are fine.
Ain't a bad question. These ships ain't dying fast enough.
That's a fixable problem.
Jeez, how much money did she offer these guys?
Too much, because they ain't gonna survive this.
I am Groot.
Stop barking orders, Groot. You don't even know how to fly her.
Drop out and get a better angle if it gets too hot.
Or feel free to point the guns right at him and charge.
Can't we just send an IOU to Lady H?
Receive your splintered remains.
I am Groot.
Hang in there, bud. They ain't killed us yet. Feel free to show off, Quill. They insulted my baby.
Just make sure you're shooting while you do it.
Only one lethal lame brain left.
One is all we need.
That That don't even make sense. We just wasted a ton of you.
Feels kind of good to have bounty hunters after us. Means we're making a name for ourselves, right?
Unlike you, I am the highly
Who's the inferior life form now, huh?
Still you.
Peter, I'm picking up something.
What?
It appears I'll have to finish this myself. So you defeated my fighters. But my cruiser will crush you.
That's it? That's what you've been bragging about?
What do you mean?
Nothing. I'm sure it's very comfortable.
I will not be mocked.
Then do something about it.
Feel that, Guardians?
Nope, not a thing.
The Milano definitely felt it. Lady Skull shoot us the worst fucking timing! Is she here? Just her goons, this time! That did some real damage. Keep hitting his exhaust ports.
Your strategy will work.
Thanks. You just confirmed that it will.
Starting to feel like we pissed off the whole galaxy.
A good chunk of them anyway.
Really need to work on our PR.
Oh!
Keep up the barrage. I will not survive it.
Yeah, I don't think these scrap sacks care if the galaxy's under siege. You know, contractors.
We're contractors.
Proves his point. We just tried to dump the problem on somebody else.
Really pissing me off.
Doing us up, Quill.
Just kill them already!
That was a bad hit.
Taking heat.
We really gotta take better care of the Milano.
Yeah, you were a ship washing a wax when this is all over.
Right after you patch up all the holes.
Moron. Protect your port.
This guy's starting to sound like Rocket.
It's called language efficiency, Quill.
Wonder how much these creeps are getting paid for killing us.
Let me look up the contract real quick. Oh, man.
You okay in there, Cap?
Stay still and I'll shoot.
Wonder how much these creeps are getting paid for killing us.
Clark, that hurt. My ship!
I am Clary, warrior of...
Take that, Lady Skull Scut!
I doubt we've seen the last of her.
We'll worry about Lady Hellbender later. Let's just focus on getting to Xandar. Punch it! Yep. Old girl needs a tune-up.
We can do it once we reach the station.
I ain't letting no buckethead near my...
Wow. Talk about cosmic gridlock.
I haven't seen this many ships around Xandar since the start of the Galactic War.
Open a channel, Groot. Let's see what's going on.
Hard to leave. Our skies are yellow. Need access to facilities.
You're not to reject.
These ships come from converted worlds.
They're refugees.
Need immediate docking permission. Please answer us.
Groot, that's enough.
I don't see any rescue shuttles coming out. They're ignoring them.
No. Nova Corps might be a bunch of self-righteous domeheads, but they're supposed to be helping folk. That's their whole flarkin' deal.
Relax, Rocket. We'll just call the station and ask to speak to the World Mind. Groot.
Welcome to Nova Corps headquarters.
Please state your preferred language of communication.
I know, Bud, but now we can all follow along with Starpan's mistakes.
How may we assist you? After scanning your ship,
our near-perfect algorithms pre-selected
several officer choices.
The
allocation of resources for direct
communication with us has been denied.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
Well, it was worth a shot. Let's try something else.
Just pick something, Peter.
Congratulations on your decision to join the Corps. To begin, state your full name,
designation, or serial number.
Richard Ryder.
Star-Lord.
Quill's mom!
This strategy is futile.
Oh, come on, Muscle Brain. It might work.
Oh,
Please
fuck
state
you.
your celestial body.
Or artificial installation of origin.
Someplace.
Earth.
I continue to doubt this strategy.
Sheesh. Yeah, maybe it won't work.
Not
but look
today.
at this scut. It's hilarious.
Finally,
In a few words,
describe what made you want to join Nova Corps.
Because
I
I'm a
was
sucker.
forced justice.
Looks like the best AI in the world couldn't parse that. Good job, boys.
Nope.
Really? Did you have to?
Alright, so that was fun, but a complete waste of time. Any other ideas?
I know. Let's join the Corps and rob them.
We should report what Raker is up to.
I know. Let's join the Corps and rob them.
Cadet Nicolette Gold's communication privileges
Are suspended while we investigate
her involvement in unsanctioned cult
activity.
You should force your spawn to answer us.
I can't do that. She's independent.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
Groot wants you to pick World Mind.
Centurion Co-Rel's personal communicator
Has either been destroyed or disabled.
disabled and cannot be reached.
For what it's worth. I'm sorry, Quill.
Me too.
Hey, Woolberry, got any ideas? If you pick Kree, Quill, I'm gonna gnaw your ears off.
I am Groot.
Groot says you should pick the top option.
I am Groot.
Groot says you should hurry up.
A little help, Groot?
I am Groot.
Misread it. Ignore Groot. Just pick things at random until it works, Quill.
I am Groot.
And why should we do that, huh? We're outlaws. We don't pay fines.
I am Groot.
Paying the fine won't get us food.
What?
Nuh-uh, not letting you do that, Quill.
This menu again?
I am Groot.
Thank you for being proactive.
However, the galaxy's impending doom makes all
All future crimes irrelevant.
Scroll down! Scroll down!
Scroll back up! I think I saw someone interesting.
Does that say Nova Prime?
Nova
Number 11249-44396
is out of
our sensor range and unavailable
for contact.
Richard Ryder. Sounds Terran.
You seriously don't know who he is? Peter, I think everyone here is too busy or dead to answer.
Perhaps we should try another menu.
Nova Prime's identity is confidential
And communication with them is forbidden.
until further notice.
Huh. Doesn't say which one. Why even list them then?
Corbin Day is missing in action.
And unable to respond.
Heard of him. He was in the Resistance.
So much for near-perfect algorithms, Helpline.
We are sad to inform you that Denarian Carlos
is currently missing and
assumed dead.
Hey, isn't this that buckethead we killed on the rock?
We definitely did not murder him, and definitely did not admit it in front of a Nova Corps console, Rocket.
Only one application per cycle is permitted.
And you cannot resume a cancelled
application. We are aware of the current threat, but can
devote no resources toward fighting it.
We should tell them about the promise.
Right, as if none of these other ships ain't already blasting about it all over the comms.
Do you think turning ourselves in would get their attention?
Connecting to banking services.
I can't believe that worked.
Gardeners of the Galaxy.
Explain yourselves.
Hey, World Mind, long time no see. It's me, Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
And, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Check the addendum.
We need your help.
To pay a fine?
No, of course not. You need to save the
Galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
What?
A mass delusion known as the Promise
is sweeping its systems, converting all who encounter it.
In less than 3 cycles,
it has spread from the crew of a single star
frigate to multiple outposts,
worlds and systems.
Praxius 9, Rigel 3.
75.222%
of the Andromeda Galaxy,
all lost.
Of course, she don't mention Contraxia.
They, actually. The World Mind is a collective consciousness.
Look, we know who's behind the promise. We've seen it happening up close and personal. We're here to pass on information to you so you can stop it.
How can we be more clear?
The Universal Church of Truth
cannot be stopped.
Told ya. They're a collective.
It is a machine.
Yeah, well, so are parts of me. And you better not call me in it.
Look, we just escaped the Church's mothership. We have a ton of intel you can use to bring them down.
There is nothing you can tell us we do not already know.
Pretty sure I know a few things that even a supercomputer can't know.
Such as?
Well, how to groom the feathers on a Shi'ar warbird, for starters.
Are you still alive?
Because I know how to groom the feathers.
Yeah, well, I know where you can buy hack Nova Corps helmets at ridiculously discounted prices. What? They obviously don't know about it, or they do something.
The point is, we've lived things, experienced things. We've survived the promise, and maybe our experience can be used to help you bring them down.
It is possible.
We have overlooked the value of individual
experiential memories stored
within our files.
Good. So let's pull resources.
However, given the ill-defined
parameters of such a query, undertaking
a search protocol at this time
is ill-advised.
Now, if you will excuse us.
The Universal Church of Truth's forces
draw closer to this region of space.
It is critical that we depart before they arrive.
You're running away?
What about the refugees? You're just gonna leave them defenseless?
Our primary directive is the preservation
of Xandarian culture. All else
is secondary.
Have you seen what your planet looks like? Xandarian culture is a lost cause.
But you're Nova Corps' leader. You have a duty to protect this galaxy.
That is incorrect.
You ain't the leader of the Bucketheads?
We do not have a duty to protect this galaxy.
We merely police it to get
advanced knowledge of potential threats.
Serve and protect only yourselves.
A logical byproduct of our primary directive.
We have officers all over the galaxy laying down their lives for you. And you won't even risk fighting? For their sake?
The risk is too great.
It would be a pointless sacrifice.
For unknown reasons. The
Church is stockpiling resources.
Its influence has grown beyond all probabilistic
Models.
Then update your models.
We
We
can
can
adjust
adjust our computations to the
enemy's nonsensical power source.
You mean faith energy?
faith as an energy source
Is illogical. We are unable to
compute scenarios to fight that which should
not
not
exist.
So you're just gonna let the church win?
If the power source cannot be quantified,
It cannot be countered.
Most sentient beings don't have the luxury of calculating their odds before getting into a fight.
You're scared. Yeah, you met a math problem that you don't understand and you're running away from it.
fear is an emotional reaction.
Disputable.
We do not experience emotion, therefore we
cannot be afraid.
Why are you running then?
Our primary directive is the preservation
Yeah, bleep, bloop, bloop. Thought you were a Class G superintelligence, not an infinite loop.
We recognize that you are displeased with our decision.
To leave. However, your
Your emotional state is not our primary
concern. We
We
did
did not
not
make this decision without considering
all available options. A complete
search of our databanks only revealed
A single entity with the potential
to stop them.
What is it?
Not what, who.
Adam Warlock, the Church's original Golden God.
Unfortunately, he perished.
In the last year of the Galactic War.
Great. So no one?
We are pleased you reached the same conclusion.
We did.
It appears that our travel preparations
Are almost complete. Farewell, Guardians.
of the galaxy.
No, wait!
Classic Nova Corps. Ain't helped us then, you won't help us now. What? Are you kidding me? Groot says the Flarkin helpline's still asking for fine money.
Yeah. Let's get this over with. Confirm payment. Oh, come on, really?
I knew it! I knew you spent Lady Hellbender's money in nowhere.
You saw me?
You were there?
I was watching your back.
Great. All the way to Seknarf and back, and nothing to show for it.
I'm sorry, all right?
Peter, we've got movement.
I'm Groot.
They're taking off. Quill? Quill?
I see it!
Son of a schmack!
Accepting the promise.
We gotta jump, Quill.
I know.
This promise is becoming real.
Peter?
Gotta get clear first.
Come on.
And go!